All right, so drawing today, we're going to be working with 3 stacked cubes that we're going to be turning into something I'm not really sure yet. So we're going to start off with the drawing and then take it from there. All right, so 3 stacked cubes, starting with the smallest cube on the top first. Just as always, I'm going to start with a series of guide dots. And what these do is establish the surface area of the top of the cube. It's not a diamond shape. For example, my dots are, this is not what I'm doing, equal distance apart. When I do this, the top of my cube looks like it's tilted or leaning towards me. I want it to look like it's leaning away from me. So when I draw these 2 dots, the 2 in the center are going to be closer together than the 2 on the outside. So you can see here, this is not what I want to do. So once I have my guide dots, I'm going to go ahead and connect them together. And that creates the top surface. It should be from the side, again, a really tall, narrow diamond shaped that you're going to see. And then I'm going to create 2 equal lines from the left and the right, far left, far right side dots. They're the same distance or the same length, if you will, and they are perfectly straight up and down. The center dot should extend just past these 2. And then when I do that and I connect the left and the right side, you'll see there are some of my parallel lines again. And then also on this side, they're parallel. Okay? So now to create the second layer, I'm going to drop a guide dot about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch, maybe 3/8 of an inch down. And then I'm going to draw a parallel line that extends out to the right. I got to turn my paper for this. And a parallel line that extends out to the left. So it should go past the first cube, and I'm trying to keep them parallel. I just noticed this one's not quite parallel. So, all right. And it goes past, I don't know, maybe by a pinky's distance. That's probably accurate. All right. And then these 2 are going to travel parallel back to the original guide dot at the top. Oops, trying to keep them parallel. All right. Then I'm just repeating the same process. I have 2 lines dropping from the far right and the far left that are the same length. The center line is the longest. And then I am creating, again, notice how all 4 of these lines are now parallel. And oh, I'm off. Somewhere in here I'm off. The side line's too long. Yep. All right. Still looks a little crooked. All right. Now I'm going to change up this drawing just a tiny bit. I'm going to make the bottom layer of this tower of rectangular prisms a little bit wider. So again, dropping a dot right here, they line up. And then I'm going to extend a line a little bit farther on both sides. Notice parallel, parallel all the way. And then this way, parallel. They're kind of going this way. And it goes past, again, about a pinky's distance. And then it's going to circle back. Not really circle, though. That was a bad descriptive word. It's going to go back towards this original dot that we started with. So I can do 2 things. I could make this one really tall by elongating the sides, these lines that dictate the height of the cube. So I could make them really long and make this one a little bit longer. So I could have like a giant box and 2 skinny boxes, or I could even make it smaller. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. Whoops. I'm going to make it about this big. And then I guess technically you could make it a stack of components to a game system. It could be a stack of books. It could be a stack of presents. It could be still a square cake. I'm going to make mine a stack of books. So I'm just going to round out this edge a little bit, kind of puff it out. Again, just like I did that book the first time, put some texture lines in here to show that it's a book. If you remember, we drew a book our second day right here on top of the globe. So if I wanted to make this a book, and then I might make the cover a little bit thicker. It's usually a little bit rounder, a little bit beat up. I could make it like one of those spiral bound books if I wanted to. I put the little holes on the edge here. You can add whatever details you want to make it into the image that you want it to be. And then I would continue. I would add, again, a horizon line, some cast shadows on this side. Just redefine my edge a little bit. There it goes. I could make this like a pack of extra gum if I wanted to. That opens. You know, you could turn it into a crayon box. I could do that. So whatever 3 rectangular prisms you would expect to see stacked. This far left side's going to get the shading. Or you could just simply make it 3 stacked books. I can't wait to see what you guys make.